All right. So what you're seeing is a terminal, which is let's quickly show you. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server 6.4. For the Red Hat image, you can download the ISO from the Red Hat website for free. But you'll not get any updates. I mean, for learning purposes, we don't have to get the updates from the Red Hat site unless you are actually curious to install some additional components. If you want to practice, non-WebSphere activities. Okay.
So you are
So
saying like Linux admin thing?
yeah, Unix admin thing, or I mean, if you want to explore something like which even I don't have the capacity set up the LDAP server on my machine actually. Okay, so
Okay.
I actually tried to install the packages, but it didn't work out because of the dependencies. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have the subscription, I mean, that's actually the officially supported the version of the Red Hat. Okay. But for trying the WebSphere trial version of the products or any components with respect to WebSphere, I mean, you don't have to actually get the subscription of Red Hat because you'll get most of the stuff from IBM website itself as a trial version downloads. Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have to actually, usually what we do, right, for Linux, let's say, I mean, I'm just saying mlist. So I just wanted to list something. Yeah, open JDK, right? Yeah. So you'll get this message if you're using the non-registered version of Red Hat. You'll get the system is not registered. Basically, if you have, I'm sure you might have seen this message on Windows machine actually.
Okay.
If you have bought a laptop and if the image of Windows is not registered, you'll get an annoying message, right? So until you register, you don't
Oh,
get the support,
like the,
right? Yeah. So similar to that,
so
I mean,
somebody use the pirated CD like that, you're saying?
sorry.
Somebody use a pirated CD like that, those kind of will
No, I
show
mean,
the system.
for the Linux platform, right? There is nothing like a pirated CD actually.
Yeah,
Because it's an
this is
open
open
source
source.
system,
Yeah.
so you can download it and use it for free. It's at your own risk actually. I mean, how you want to manage the systems, if you want to get the latest patches, because M is a tool. Whatever I just used on the command line, that is a cool tool to get the packages, and it'll try to resolve the dependencies, and then it'll try to install, the package that you are requesting, and then it'll try to push all the dependencies as well. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to make you understand is, this setup is all about non-officially supported version of Red Hat, and it is 32-bit um, architecture. What you see here is, right, in case if you're not aware, I mean, how to check it, it is i366. So I use the command uname-a. Just wanted to, let you know, I mean, in case if you're interested to see what is the architecture. So if it was a 64-bit architecture, the version of Linux, then you will see x86 underscore 64. Okay. And the
Yeah.
version is
Yeah.
6.4. And there's no hard and fast tool to select which version of Linux, you wanted to use for WebSphere. You can actually
Okay.
check the platform matrix on the IBM website actually. That changes, now and then. Okay, so 6.4 was
Okay.
pretty standard because this is not the latest version as such for Red Hat. They have, I think, they have crossed more than 7. So you can check the platform matrix before you start downloading the images because this image itself, comes to 3 GB actually, that GB, the ISO file. So,
Mhm.
okay, so that's about the platform, and I already pushed all the trial versions of the software into soft. So what you see here is, various folders. As we talk about certain administration activity, we'll come to this folder and try to pick up the installation files. Okay.
Mhm.
And another thing I wanted to let you know, for for versions from 8.5, right? IBM made this WebSphere or any other products as multi-platform product actually. Okay, multi-platform,
Okay.
downloads. What it means, right? So for any distributed, systems. Okay, here I'm not including
Mhm.
ZOS. Here I'm not including AX or those. Even Solaris Spark architecture based actually. Okay. So for distributed systems, you have a multi-platform installation files which you can download from IBM site, and you can use it. Okay, so distributed systems include Windows also. So what I'm trying to say is, right, so you can actually download the multi-platform, even for the trial versions, and then you can actually try to install it on Windows as well as on Linux also. Okay,
Okay.
and on the same aspect, you can try that installation on Solaris Intel architecture, which is like x86 architecture.
Okay.
Okay, and another thing I wanted to let you know, there is an exception actually. Somehow IBM had not given us the multi-platform package for the installation manager. Okay,
Okay.
so what it means, so though you have the source code, something like this, was, right? Yeah, was. Okay, so I can use whatever you're seeing on the terminal. I can actually copy these packages and I can bring it to my Windows laptop, which I actually tried. Okay, it actually worked as well. Okay, I can bring. Initially, I didn't actually refer much on how this multi-platform thing works. Then I came to know, okay, source code, it is written in Java, and the binary is all in um,
Yeah,
um,
platform
the
independent.
platform independent code, actually what they call it as class code, right? So to
Yeah.
leverage that Java's basic support, right? So IBM had given us this option of taking this source code and putting it on this installable files on Windows, and then download Windows specific or the operating specific installation manager to manage these packages, to install it on your system, or to uninstall the packages. You will have to use platform specific installation manager. That is very important. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. If I get a chance, I'll ask IBM, because even the installer thing, I'll show you and explain what it has, what are the prerequisites for the installation manager to run. Again, it's a Java program only, actually. It is not written in the platform specific code. Okay. But for some
The
reason, they made it as,
I am code you say.
yeah, I am code. Yeah. It needs Java to
Okay.
run, actually. Java runtime to kick off the installation manager itself. But for some reason, we'll have to download the platform specific installation manager to manage the installations. Okay. So that's what you see here.
So,
You see x86, which is 32-bit installation manager, and I have downloaded x86 864 also, just in case if I want to, switch to the 64-bit version of Red Hat, which I'm already doing.
mhm.
I ran into some issues actually. So I wanted to move this to 64-bit to see how the performance and all this, just to play with it actually. So I have x86 also. And on my Windows machine, I downloaded the exe version of installation manager, and then I moved the installation files, and then I have installed WebSphere using the installation manager, but the installation packages I have not downloaded again. Okay.
So this whole thing which is inside VAS, so you have downloaded it.
Yes, I have downloaded. Yes. So you'll get something like this actually. You'll get three different parts, part 1, 2, 3. Okay. So
Mhm.
whatever you are seeing above the zip files, they are actually the exploded file contents, file and directory structure actually.
Mhm.
Exploded, what I mean is, right, if you unzip part 1, part 2, part 3, you'll get this.
And what are these agent you are saying? Agent installer.
Agent is the installation manager.
Okay, it is a installer. Okay.
Installation manager, yeah. I just put it as agent because it actually does many things for us. So okay, so if you unzip
Okay.
installer, this particular thing, I told you I have 1.6, but you may download the latest version. The installation manager is free anyway. So
Yeah.
so be careful about downloading the installation manager. Even if you try to start it, right, it won't work. Then you will start exploring why this installation manager is not working on my architecture. Then you might end up downloading the correct installation manager. That's what I'm making that point upfront.
Okay.
So so we'll start it. We'll start. Yeah. Another thing is, right, all the green color, since we are using the GUI version of Linux, so all the green colored files are, binary files actually. Okay. And we'll be using
Okay.
install for the root installation. And whatever the command with ends with C, that particular command or the script denotes, it is the command line version of the same script actually. Okay.
So whenever we install this VAS, so we always used to be root. So we company specific user ID we cannot use, right? Like
There is a
in our
company
company
specific.
we have apps. We have say Suraj. In our company it is like app serve. So all the VAS folders, installation, everything is in the app serve.
Yeah, that will be the the real-time environment where you will not actually get to install. Whatever be the software, right? Not only WebSphere components. So the component-specific user will be there definitely. So for that purpose, right? So you don't have to actually use install. For our purposes, for the entire training, we'll be doing it as a root user. But I'll tell you which command to be used if you are actually managing installations for a non-root user. Okay. Procedure,
Mhm.
everything remains the same. Um, but the scripts, whatever you are picking, that will be different. So whatever I just highlighted, user inst, that will be used if you are actually performing the installation as a non-root user. Okay, and this particular installation, right? This whole package that we just that we are just discussing, we are actually seeing the binary files for installation manager itself. Okay, I'm going to show you how to first install the installation manager.